What's going on, man? It is Bruhvado magazine. It is the July edition, and it's always great when we get a chance to talk to very special guests, up and coming young Black excellence. And I'm pleased to be sitting virtually across from the guy Corey Anderson. What's up, my brother?
How you doing, sir? How you doing this evening?
Doing really good, and I hope you are doing well also.
Yeah, I am. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, man. The pleasure is all ours.
Yes.
I promise that, and we definitely want to talk a lot about you because you have your hands in so many things that it's only right that we dedicate some real time to real conversation with you.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Blessed and humble to be here, brother. I can't even lie to you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So, walking in purpose.
Yeah.
Before we get into exactly what it is,
Yes.
if you can, just please explain for all of us what person or what event made you want to walk in your purpose.
So the person that made me, inspired me for walking in purpose was strictly just none but God and just the youth that I serve. Walking in purpose started as a dream that I had during quarantine. In a dream during quarantine, God wanted me to impact more youth and allow me to leave my legacy. So my thing was just pretty much leaving my legacy and leaving a blueprint for young men to really get in tune who they are. Because sometimes in life, in times in life, like right now, in the world we're living in right now, people are always telling us what we should do, what we want to become. But God is giving everybody a gift and a platform, and maybe your platform is small, maybe it's astronomical or it's big, but God has given you a platform to showcase your abilities. And I just believe that God has given me a platform and put me on around powerful people to uplift a lot of young people. And walking in purposes will be that next forefront course and activity that young men can enjoy, find their purpose in life, and build their self-esteem and provide mentorship.
Awesome.
That's the goal.
Okay. So with that being said, I want to paint a scenario, and then you kind of just give me the grand scope of what walking in purpose could do for this young man that I'm going to be in this scenario.
Right.
So let's say I'm 19 years old. And I don't really want to go to college, but people are telling me that's what I should do because I should just be pursuing an education. I don't have any interest in athletics, but I'm pretty good at, let's say, English. What could the Walking in Purpose organization do for a young man like that?
So Walking in Purpose will allow that young man to really tap into who he wants to be, because sometimes our children dream as well. And like I was saying before, we had a few seconds ago, like a lot of children have dreams of being in entertainment, being in sports and being in athletics and being other things of that nature. Mm-hmm. But our parents are always telling them, or their parents are always telling them that they can't do those things because it's not lucrative. Mm-hmm. But I felt to differ. Like I believe that our children can do what they want to and want to pursue. And they can do things outside of just doing being a professional athlete. You can work as a GM. You can be a coach.
Right.
You can work in the skyboxes. You can do those things of that nature. So there's ways to build your business and build your brand without being actually in the forefront. Okay. I believe that our children need to see that there's more to just doctors, lawyers, engineers, because everybody can't do that. And everybody's not gifted to do that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like our children need to really be comfortable in their own skin and do the things they enjoy, to not necessarily eliminate violence, mm-hmm. but it can definitely help with just providing a safe haven. Because like when we were coming up, especially for me, like I was always told I had to go to school and do things like that. But then I followed those steps. But I also see that God is giving me dreams and visions of things that I can do for myself. And when I start tapping into those and honing my skills and my craft, it started opening up doors for me.
Awesome.
This is my 4th publication. So this is I never would have dreamed of doing but see, I know it's just God's timing, man. It's just
Right.
sorry for lots of words, man. This is a dream come true, man.
No, that's awesome. And I think even you explaining this being your fourth platform, that's even a testimony in itself. Like so often, especially like, you know, in the world of social media, we see young men and women thinking, man, if this first thing don't crack, then it's done, it's dead. I can't do nothing else. And it's like, no, it's 26 letters in the alphabet. You know what I'm saying? There's more than one way, you know what I'm saying, to get something done, or maybe just your initial route wasn't just the way it's meant to be. Maybe you had to pivot just to get right back to it. And just even that level of resourcefulness that you are speaking of is also something I think a lot of us young brothers, you know what I'm saying, like young and old, even some of the older the OGs out there, they need to know that, hey, just because plan A didn't work, man, you didn't even get to plan C. Like you didn't even try that. So I think that's important as well. So now your organization, Walk in Purpose. How is it on the network side of things? So because like obviously giving people direction and skill set is very big. It's a major piece. But what about like part 3, so to speak, like when we venture back out into that world, will they have certain connections and resources that they didn't have before, or will they just be empowered to have those or get those?
Okay, so with my course fairly starting, I'm fairly new, so I'm still networking, building, but I also have a partnership with the Champs Male Mentorship Program.
Nice.
And I run my course on Saturday mornings, and what I do is pretty much I provide a notebook and pen, and it's what I call the notebook and pen. The young men write down. We have a writing session, so it's pretty much you write down your goals, your aspirations. You close your eyes and where do you envision yourself in 10 years? So we do a 5 or 10 year plan. We write down what goals, what ways we get to those goals. At the end of my course, it's a 7-week course. At the end of my course, I'm going to bring in entrepreneurs and young CEOs, people that look just like them and of color, and they can see that actually, okay, living my dreams is possible. Living in my truth is possible. You can see it because I can tell a child, you know, this is that, but like, okay, now you can physically see who I am. You can see who my peers are. Right. And it's going to it's on the spark. I'm okay, this is possible. I can obtain my dreams and goals. I can do the same thing you're doing. Yeah. So that's what it's about, bro. Like I just do that. And last week is that pretty much that week where their hands on, they can physically touch the people they want to be like and inspire to be. So that's what it's about.
Awesome. So where can a young person, or even maybe just a mother or a father or a big brother or sister that knows somebody that needs to be a part of your movement, how do they get in contact so they can walk in purpose as well?
Yes, I can give you my email address offline. I can give you my email address. Cool. And they can email me with all the information, or they can go through my website, CoreyAndersonTheModel.com. They can send me an email through there as well, and I can get back to them in 24 to 48 hours.
Awesome. All right. So we got the food. Now we're gonna have a little fun. All right. So because I see that you're also an actor and a model, and I have so many questions. And I don't want to ask you like just your regular like cliche like acting questions. I want to know where your real passion lies here. So, what was the first role or character in the movie that you seen that made you say, "Yo, I want to be an actor"?
One of my favorite movies, one of my favorite actors is Denzel Washington. I watch a lot of his clips on YouTube, just of how he acts and how he portrays himself. And He Got Game was one of my first movies I really saw that I really like. Okay, let me see.
Okay, so to be clear, Corey Anderson is an actor because Joseph Shuttlesworth inspired that. Like Joseph, like when you was like, I'll take another lap too. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm with that.
I'm an athlete, man. I'm an athlete, so I'm an athlete at first. So that was like one reason why I resonate with the movie so well, because I'm an athlete, and my dad was really hard on me and pushed me in sports. So like that was one of the reasons why I gravitated towards the movie. But I really loved just the aspect of just Denzel Washington. He's always very powerful in his acting. So
Okay.
he's one of my favorites. You know, I have a lot of other favorites as well, like, you know, Morgan Freeman and
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson and those guys. But like Denzel has always been the one that he does all of his characters very well. There's never really a dry character that he has.
Yeah.
So he's one of my favorites. So if you look on my phone, I'm on YouTube looking up Denzel Washington and like different clips and stuff like that all the time. So that's one of my guys. Like that's one of my go-to guys with Denzel Washington. And I love definitely Morgan Freeman just because his late start, but I love his voice. His voice is very strong.
Yeah.
So like I can resonate because my voice is very strong. So it's like it fits.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. What do you feel Black male actors specifically need to take it to the next level in this industry?
Personally, like for me, like we just need a little more exposure. Like the thing is just exposure. Like that's what everything I do. Everything is about exposure. Like if you get exposure, you can do a lot more. And if you're limited, you can't do the things that other people can do. So I just think our young men, our young actors, we all need exposure. Exposure is everything.
Right.
If we're exposed to positive things and exposed to good things, we can become great as well. So just exposure.
Okay. And how do you think the moral aspect comes into this? And what I mean by that is, you know, often, especially, you know, I think sometimes Black actors and actresses are just criticized the hardest. Like, you can't pick a role without letting us down or taking us back. And how have you been able to navigate both, you know, just your integrity and moral compass while feeding your family, you know, and you know, getting your name out there, getting your exposure? How have you been able to deal with that in your journey?
So you're pretty much asking, how do I navigate through a role? What role I decide is better for me, or what opportunity is better for me, or which one do I pass on?
Well, I mean, you can cover it from that angle, but do you have the weight of having to pick for us being the Black delegation? Like, oh, I can't play this villain in this movie because Black folks might say this about me, or, you know, I don't want to, as they say, wear the dress or do the shucking and jiving because this might like my people will be disappointed and let down in me, you know. Like how do you navigate with those potential lingering conversations?
That's a good question. To be honest with you, like I'm being like new in the game. I really don't have that kind of pull where I can just say yes or yay or nay. But like certain roles that come across, if my agent finds me something, or if I see something as independent, I'll just pray about it and see if it's for me. Certain things I'm just not going to do. I won't feel comfortable doing. But I know if I pray about it and I see God on it, and if my agent has opportunity for me, that I can navigate through, because with your agent knows what you're good in. They know the lanes that you can navigate through. So if I'm comfortable with it and I can do it, I see myself doing it, and it's not something that against my morals and my beliefs as a man, I'll be fine. You know, I'm not gonna just do anything, because everything is not for everybody.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
So I wouldn't do it like that. But definitely for me, like for example, I finished a film called Blueberry Pancake about a year or so ago, and it's gonna be on Freely TV this coming Wednesday. And I played I played an athlete, an ex-football player that retired, and my wife had an affair with one of my players. And
Wow.
it kind of resonated with me, but it's because I'm an athlete and I love sports. I love athletics, so that was my thing. But the character was so demanding, and the character was just so stern. And that's not my personality at all. I'm very chill, laid back. As you see, I'm very quiet. I don't really speak too much and say too much. So it was definitely opportunities to be able to play outside of me. And it showed me that my gift can make room for me, you know? So just playing the role and reading the script and actually becoming Jeff Johnson, the character's name, was like very different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Got you.
acting is so it's such a way of release, because it's therapeutic for people like myself, that you can just escape everyday life and become somebody else for a role. So that's what acting is. It's like it's a way of just escaping everyday life and becoming somebody else to, you know, fulfill the job and get the job done and do a good job in the performance. So Yeah, that's what it was. It was dope. It was dope.
I dig it. You've brought up athletics a few times. Your first love was obviously athletics. So please let us know your sport, your position, and what your original plan was.
Yeah, so I started off playing I was a baseball player. So my story starts off in 7th grade. I've been playing baseball and basketball my whole life, but I stopped playing basketball in 7th grade. I got discouraged because I wasn't as good as my friends in the neighborhood. So I used to play in front of my house. My dad had a house and he had a rim. He bought us a rim, so we would play in front of the house.
Yeah.
And I played basketball, but like my dad and my grandfather are always good in baseball. So it's like genetic. It's like in my genes just to be a baseball player. So like I played baseball from time I was like 5 or 6 years old until I was 25, since I played for a long time. So it was one of my things that I really gravitated towards. It was like a sense of my escape, because sports, I thought, like with sports, I was the most talented one, most athletic in my family. And I was one of the ones that I just took it very serious. I put a lot into it. So it was just like, I thought it was my go-to. Like that was gonna be my way out. I was gonna be straight.
Yeah.
And God had the plans. I did other things, but it was my release. Like all my friends played like basketball, but I was the one that went and played baseball. So like I was an anomaly of the group, but it was cool though. I really enjoyed baseball. I really enjoyed what baseball meant for me. I really enjoyed the sport. I love the game. I love to still watch the game. I'm a Cubs fan, so I love to watch as much as possible.
Who's your guy right now?
I don't really have a favorite player. I love the game, so I like watching all the guys. I love watching all the teams play. But definitely the Cubs. But I love just the adrenaline rush. I love watching the games and just checking out the future talent. So
awesome. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You said you're about to teach your son what it do with the bat and the ball. What's happening?
Yeah, I got to make sure you're right. I got to make sure.
You know what I'm saying, man? You might be coaching the next MLB All-Star, man. So I love it. I love to see that happen.
Yeah, I gotta get them right.
No doubt. Switching gears to modeling. So seeing and going to your website, and for everybody that doesn't know, Corey Anderson, the model.com, you've also done a little underwear modeling. And I'm actually an aspiring underwear model, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm in the process now. I'm down 11 pounds. I'm trying to get myself down to about 215. Thank you. And what I want to know, this is literally for me. Like, this is the selfish portion of the interview here. What are some things outside of, getting the rest of this, getting this keg down to a nice little 6 or maybe even an 8-pack, you know what I'm saying, if I can do that. But what are some things that I need to do as far as getting in this game as an aspiring underwear model? What some tips you can get?
But see, that thing is you're a step ahead of the game because you know what you want. Like modeling is such a broad spectrum. Like I started off doing underwear and then I got into like brand ambassador work, stuff like that. So the first thing you have to do is pretty much to seek out people that have expertise in the industry. And then from there you have to, I would recommend that you network with those like minds and they can teach you and take you under your wing to get you to that next level. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
That's the way to do it.
Okay. So obviously outside of underwear, you've done like some print and I think fashion modeling as well.
Yeah, like print and runway primarily, but right now I do pretty much brand ambassador work. So companies hire me for brand ambassador opportunities to help promote their brands and help promote their businesses as well. So that's what I fell into, and that's where I'm more comfortable at. I love them all, but like, what I'm saying, I just really like to be in the spotlight,
I dig it. Ain't nothing wrong with the spotlight, man. We're supposed to shine bright out here.
Yeah, got to.
What are maybe 1 or 2 myths about the world of modeling, specifically geared towards Black men that you would like to, just kill right now?
There's a lot of things, but like personally, I just really think that they tell you that you can't make money in it, or they tell you that everybody's good and everybody's not good. Everybody's not going to have your best interests at heart, and everything you're not going to make money in. I think that like I tell everybody, exposure is the most important thing in life, because if you're exposed to things, you can always make money for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It goes back with anything. If you're exposed to something great, you can always open up a door for yourself. Right. So therefore, if you're starting off and you're not getting paid and you're not getting compensated, but if you're getting seen by people, I think that's bigger than anything, because to be seen by the right person can change your life. So I think exposure is the number one thing. Exposure is the number one thing with anything in life. If you're exposed to great things, you're going to be great. If you're exposed to mediocre things, you'll be mediocre. And you know how I go, the long story short. But I just think the same thing I tell my kids. I say exposure is everything. If you're exposed to good things, you're going to have great opportunities. Because there's no point of doing something just for $1 and you're going to spend $1. But if you're exposed and it can make you more money in the long term and give you wisdom, it'll make you better for a lifetime. So I really I believe that. So
awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. Besides in front of the camera, what spaces should we, Black men and women, be occupying in the modeling industry?
Well, I prefer, I would say find your niche, find what you're great in, find what you're passionate about. And then also I would pray about where you need to go. Because like I said, the modeling industry is so broad. It's not just one lane of modeling you can do. It's so broad. You can do print, commercial, runway, underwear, swimwear, fitness. It's so broad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really just do just one thing.
Right.
But so I tell people not to do, you can't just do all different. You can't do all of it. It's just you got to find a niche where you're comfortable with. Because you can't be under if you don't take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not in shape.
But besides the actual aspects of modeling, do we need more Black photographers, more owners of or executives, and is there any other positions outside of just the different angles of modeling that we need to see more people like us in?
Yeah, I would say we need more Black agencies. I would say that personally. I mean, I think that, and especially from what I've experienced with modeling, it's been more Caucasian and more European. It's like you're not going to fit their type. I'm 6'4", 215 pounds. I'm not a little guy. You know what I'm saying? So we need more agencies that gravitate to our men. You know what I'm saying? Our women. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's good. But I also think that our people are talented as well. Mm-hmm. We don't have to be the standard thin European size to be, considered attractive and to sell a product, article of clothing, especially nowadays with the Black market booming the way it is and everybody has beautiful brands and beautiful things to market. Why not market our own stuff, keep the Black dollar in our communities, keep it circulating, and therefore our people become wealthy and rich, because that's the goal.
Word.
Anything less than the other way is a waste of time. That's what I think, but everybody, don't think that way. But, I just think that our people need to have our own, you know what I'm saying, with our own agencies. We need to inspire our children's children. So I just think that we need more agents, more casting directors. You see in acting, it's happening. Tyler Perry has his own thing, more Black actors, more successful actors. So I think in the modeling industry, we need more people of color to have high positions, have our own agencies, have our own photographers, have our own studios. There are great ones out there, but we definitely need more to excel in that industry, because, we are one of the cream of the crop people.
Yes, absolutely. Bar none. Facts. All right, man. So as we close out, man, I love to keep something either positive or just forward thinking. And right now, what I want you to do, I want you to speak this into existence. All right. I want you to give me up to 3 contacts you hope to have in your phone by this time next year.
Oh man, 3 contacts. Let me see. I'm gonna start from 3. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. So number 3, I definitely want to get. I definitely got to get into him with Tyler Perry. I definitely got to get on one of them shows. His platform right now is astronomical, and he has a lot of great shows. He has a lot of kids shows as well. People don't understand that. I love working with youth, so I love to get that contact. Definitely, I love to meet Denzel. I got to get Denzel, and then I got to. I definitely got to get in the sports world. I got to definitely either get Bron. I got to get Mike.
There we go.
1 and 2
all right,
and I got to get. Probably a Space Jam 3. Give me a Space Jam 3 or something. I'd be do a Don Cheadle role with the suit on.
It is. There it is. There it is. Man, Corey, it's been a pleasure talking with you, man. What I definitely want to do before we get out of here, please plug yourself as far as the socials. any current projects you got happening right now, and anything you got coming up for the future.
Okay, so hello everybody. I'm Corey Anderson. I'm an actor and model. My website is CoreyAndersonTheModel.com. CoreyAnderson, themodel.com. My Instagram is IMCAnderson_official. You can also hit me. Also, my Walking in Purpose is through my Facebook account as well. So you'll see it once you log into my Facebook account, Walking in Purpose. Definitely, I have a film, Blueberry Pancakes, which is on YouTube right now. I have it's going to be launched on Freely TV this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. It will be able for your viewing pleasure at 7 p.m. Central this time Wednesday. And yeah, that's what I have right now. Also, I want to shout out my family, my wife and my son. My wife has a beautiful cutting edge butters, shea butter company. You got to get in tune, cuttingedgebutters.com. So you got to get in tune once we get offline, sir. I see the link and everything to your phone.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got any product for the camera? We could throw some product.
Oh, yeah, we got some product for the camera. Hold on 1 second. You got a second?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
All right.
Bruhvado Magazine, that's what we do, man. We got to support each other. We got to give each other every platform we can to be seen out here.
Product right here. This one of her old fashioned shea butters right here. I'm gonna open it for you so you can see it.
Okay.
So you can open it. We use our own. We don't use no. This is the shea butter right here. You see the logo right here, cutting edge butters.
I dig it. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna text you all the link and stuff when we get offline. So this is her product right here. It's really dope. And we have all kind of product. She has oils, everything like that as well. So this is our new logo right here. When God made me, he used shea butter. It's all whipped and we make it in the crib. So
nice. Awesome. That is great. That is Black excellence. That is Black entrepreneurship. Yes, hey, we always talking that support Black business and be about Black business and the Black dollar. Look, y'all just got an ample amount of opportunities to do that just through Corey Anderson and his family alone, between his modeling endeavors, his Walking in Purpose Foundation, the movie that he has coming up, Blueberry Pancakes. I'm sorry, is that correct?
Yeah, it's already out on YouTube, but it's going to be on national TV, Freely TV. And it's been in a couple film festivals right now. So the goal is to get it out to the platforms and again, exposure, get it out to those platforms to get to the next level.
So look, so he doing all that. That's 4 things, right? And then his wife has a shea butter line. That's 5. That's 5.
That's hers. I just buy a side. That's hers. I can't take no credit for that.
Oh no, you're not taking it. But look, y'all household is holding on to 5 endeavors of Black excellence of Black business for us to support.
Yeah.
So let's be about what we be talking about online. Let's just not make it a hashtag or a slogan. Please get out and support this brother, as also support his wife. Be about what you say you about, man. That's just that simple. Let's just do that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man. Well, Corey, thank you, man. I appreciate you so much for coming and sitting and talking with me. Thank everybody out there. Yes. Thank everybody out there for watching. Hey, and always remember, you can be anything that you want to be in this world. So do yourself and your mom a favor and don't be a lame. All right. It's Bruhvado Magazine, Cam Quotes, along with Corey Anderson. Thank you all. And as always, love.